Well, welcome back, detectives, to detective school. See, you came back this month. So over the course of the year, we are going to be reviewing 9 to 10 cases of unsolved breaking of the law. So today's case is case number 2, the case of the Abominable Artifacts. This case will be a little bit more challenging than the first case. We are entering this piece of evidence collected by Bull E. Phant, which will be explained in the information that you are provided. We have 3 suspects today. Suspect number 1 is Rachel. Suspect number 2, little Timmy from down the street. And suspect number 3 is Judas Iscariot. You will be provided a brief bio of each suspect, as well as evidence to determine which of the suspects is guilty of breaking the law. But I warn you, don't let preconceived ideas trick you. Listen carefully to all the evidence provided, and good luck, detectives.
Well, hello, Clarissa. Detective L.E. Phant, reporting for duty.
Bully reporting in.
Hi, guys. Let's see. The case of the Abominable Artifacts. First, let's take a look at the law that was broken. It says here that the second commandment is, "You shall not make for yourselves a graven image."
Oh boy, I think we're all in trouble. Don't make a gravy image like everyone who has ever taken a picture of Thanksgiving dinner is in trouble. I'm gonna have to tell my mom about this right away. No more gravy images. Take them all off Facebook.
Bully, it's not gravy, it's graven. Graven means that something is chiseled or carved into stone or wood.
Yeah, it's like making an idol to worship. It's a false god. So, the ancient Israelites were not to make any images of God because that would lead them astray.
It's also the case that we as humans are made in the image of God. So God already has an image on earth. It's us humans. We're not to worship something made of wood or stone, which is no God at all. And it's certainly not something to be worshipped.
Well, searching my documents to help me investigate, I know that in the Bible there are lots of people who make these these wooden images and things. Like, didn't the golden calves come back to haunt ancient Israel under King Jeroboam?
What? Is he right, Clarissa?
Yeah, actually he is. I wonder who they have as suspects this time. There could be lots to choose from. The first suspect is Rachel. Here's what it says. Rachel is the second wife, but the favored wife of Jacob. Rachel is the daughter of Laban. In Genesis 31, when Jacob and his whole family are fleeing for their lives from Laban, Rachel stole her father's household gods. Genesis 31:34. She hid them during Laban's search in a camel saddle, which she's sitting on them. She said she was unclean and couldn't get up them. Does the text ever say that she worshiped the idols?
How are we supposed to remember that?
Well, using my brilliant detective mind, I shall tell you. In Genesis 35:2, Jacob tells his household and all with him to put away the foreign gods among them and purify themselves and change their garments. If they weren't worshiping them, why should they have them, and why would they have to be told to put them away?
That seems to lead us in the direction of Rachel. Who is the second suspect?
The second suspect is little Timmy from down the street.
What in the world? Why are they calling out Timmy like this? Oh, man, I can't believe it. Timmy's on the list. I think the boy down our street that we play with all the time is Jimmy, not Timmy. This is probably just a generic name as an example. They're making it trickier. Oh, right, Jimmy. I always get his name wrong. That's probably why he never passes me the basketball when I'm yelling his name and saying I'm open. Whatever. So, Timmy has a picture of Jesus hanging in his house. Timmy looks at it to remind himself that Jesus is his shepherd. Sometimes it helps him to look at it before praying. Well, clearly that's an idol as well.
Wait a second. It's not a graven image, neither carved into stone or wood. It's a painted picture.
Now, that's taking the law by the letter instead of the spirit of the law. Clearly, this is an image of Jesus, and a false one, since we don't know what Jesus looked like. Jesus is God the Son. Therefore, it's a clear violation of the second commandment. Bro, I get that. But, he's not worshiping the painting as if God is in it. It says he looks at it and it helps him remind him that Jesus is the good shepherd. Not that he is sacrificing chickens to the picture or bowing down before it. It doesn't even say he prays to the picture or toward it. It's simply a tool to remind him about Jesus.
Oh, wow. That was a good response, Bully. I'm really surprised. I agree with you. Now, I don't know if I'm wrong for agreeing with you or if we're right.
Wait a second. I'm not wrong on everything. Well, you're wrong this time, Bull E. Leave it to N.E. Phant to solve the case. But we must deduce the correct outcome from all the facts. Let's examine suspect number 3, Judas. Judas was one of the 12 disciples who followed Jesus. He kept the money for the apostles and used to steal from what was put into it. He then betrayed Jesus for 30 silver coins. There we go. Judas had money as his false god. We can't serve two masters. We can only serve God. So, logically, Judas has a false idol, which is money, and is serving money. This one is so clear.
Wait a second. I thought you always chose the first option. Isn't the answer always A?
That didn't work out for me last time. Bull E does not get hung up on things like that. It's gotta be number 3, letter C, Judas.
But Judas didn't actually craft a false god. He may have worshipped a false god, but that's breaking commandment number 1. You shall have no other gods before me. It's not necessarily breaking commandment number 2. It's only implying that Judas breaks the rest.
There's no image involved in Judas's decision either. He may worship the money, but there's no image of God going on here.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's on this coin?
Bully! Where did you get a temple coin from the 1st century A.D.? That's amazing! What an artifact!
I have my ways.
Let me see. Bully, that's just a chocolate coin.
Well, yeah, but there's an image on the coin, right? Wouldn't there have been something on the ancient coins as well, like an image?
Bro, you're stretching it. Even going on the spirit of the law, that's a stretch.
Well, what do you guys think?
Suspect number 2, little Timmy from down the street. Clear violation of the 2nd commandment by having a picture of Jesus, spirit of the law, over the letter of the law.
Suspect number 3, Judas. Money is his god.
I'm going to go with suspect number 1, Rachel. She had household gods and most likely was using them to worship according to the text. Now, fellow detectives, what do you think?
What? You chose letter A?
It's not always wrong, bully. Hopefully we've given you enough time to review the evidence and come up with a determination of who broke the second law. Graham, what do you think?
Rachel.
You're going with Rachel? Gwen?
Rachel.
Kenley? Rachel? Thomas, what do you think? Gonna go with Rachel. Okay, let's see. Rachel it is. Wow, good job, detectives. We thought this one was gonna trick you. I think we're gonna have to get tougher cases. All right, we will see you next month for case number 3.